Okay, we left our riverside camp just north of Cooktown this morning. We're on our way to Laura. We're sort of taking a shortcut on what they call Battle Camp Road. It's part of it's the old Coen coach road out to Old Laura, and then from Old Laura you run back down into Laura proper. It's fairly corrugated, red dirt, just poking along. It's about 100 kilometres of this, so we've only been on it for about 10 or 15 k's. In no hurry. It does take you out past Isabella Falls, which are just a small set of falls in the national park. They're probably about 3 or 4 metres high. You can camp there as long as you have a national park permit. You can. We had a quick stop over, a quick look. Nothing spectacular. Nice set of falls, but nothing out of the ordinary. And we're going to push on now, see if we can have a look at Old Laura on the way through. All this was gold mining country back in the day, so we're going to have a quick look at Old Laura if there's anything there to see, and then push on through to Laura and head north to our next camp. So we'll see you when we get to Old Laura. So there you go. There's lots of camping out here in the national park, but a lot of it is not caravan friendly. Yeah. We're 110 kilometres from Cooktown. It's the Old Laura. We're going to push on now. We've got a couple of 100 k's to do today, so we want to go through and get through to Laura and have a look. Here we are camped up for the night at Musgrove Roadhouse. Quite a few areas. It's not real busy tonight. Quite a few areas to camp in the caravan park, or you can camp over in the camping area where the tents are, which are the other side of the accommodation. And that there's plenty of hot showers and drinking water and toilets, and apparently the roadhouse sells pretty good meals here. So we're going to take a few shots out the front of the roadhouse, as you do, and then we're going to go down for the croc feeding and hope we see a couple of crocs in the little lagoon. We're looking straight into the sun. There's quite a few pulling up here. Have a bit of a drink. You can get fuel, diesel and unleaded. Plenty of amenities. Yeah, nice little spot to stay overnight. We'll take a walk down through the campsite and see if we can see a croc getting fed. Just walking up to the lagoon where they're supposed to do the croc feeds at 5 o'clock.
Oh, here he comes.
Something's happening now. There you go, look at that. That's pretty good. That's pretty cool, eh?
Yeah.
Well, we left Musgrove Roadhouse this morning, and we were warned that the road between the Roadhouse and Coen was probably some of the roughest you'll get this side of Coen, and they were certainly right. She telling the van it's low tyre pressures and sit on about 50 or 60 kilometres an hour, sometimes a bit slower. But we're about 3 or 4 k's out of Coen now, and the bitumen started at about the 20k mark out of Coen. So it was good to see a bit of bitumen. We'll pull into Coen, get some fuel, and then just north of Coen there's a free camp we're going to have a look at called the Bend. So it's just a quick stop here, grab a bit of fuel, heading north, and then an overnighter at the Bend. Well, we've pulled into the Bend, about 3 k's north of Coen. It's right on a little river here that's croc free. You can go swimming. Beautiful little spot. We were lucky enough to, a couple had pulled out, and we were able to get a spot in here. Oh, and Tony's just pointed out there is skips up there for the rubbish, so that's great. There's ample spots to camp. You can camp both sides of the river, depending obviously what sort of vehicle you got. We've camped right down the end, which is excellent. There's a heap more camped up here, so we're just going to take a walk along the river and have a look. There's little fish in the river, so I'm going to get out some small lures and have a bit of a flick around tomorrow. So yeah, Blake's even set up a snatch strap to help get across. So there you go. We're going to have a bit of a walk around and see what it's like. Okay, here's the other road around that we probably could have come round. We'll just walk it so you can have a look. Here we're coming through Coen. Yeah, camp at the bend. Tony's just saying there is vans down here. Oh, there's a bit of a washout, but nah, it's nothing. You'd get in here easy. You can actually drive in and across if you want to. Doesn't look very deep. Might be a little bit adventurous driving across. Ah, oh, water's nice. Water is nice. Old girl.
Old girl. Old man.
Oh man, look at that. Pretty darn good. Here comes Mum. Yes, I'm looking camp anywhere over here. Blake's even towed a boat across. Yeah, there's people camped up both sides. Yeah, look at that. Even disappears over here and up over the hill. For people who are just using, if you camp and trailer or just, you know, in a rooftop tent or a swag, it'd be ideal across this side of the river. It's river sand, so you'd want to watch it. It doesn't pack down as well as beach sand if you're going to bring your van across the little waterhole. Wow, as soon as that sun comes out, yeah, you bite. Although if you look here where everyone's been driving, it's as hard as. Like a highway down here. Well, there you go. Little gem on the river. And no crocodiles to boot. And fish. Well, we'll see how the fish go. There's our little home away from home for the next couple of years. But yeah, we've got a beautiful spot there right on the end. No one else can sort of get in. Probably the pick of them, unless you're camped over this side of the river where we're standing. Yeah, pretty specky though, hey? Everywhere we walk in this little campsite, there's just another little lovely spot to sit in the water and have a swim. There's just little rock pools and shit. You don't have to get out in the deep stuff. I'm going to see if we can walk across here actually. Hang on, let me have a look. I'll come back with you. It just goes for miles down here. It's beautiful, this. Yeah, wow, it's just saying hop in and come for a swim. It's just saying get in and have a swim.
Take down for a swim.
That's cold. But really nice. Oh yeah. Old mate's cheating now, he's got a pole to hang on to. Nah, he's in. There we go.
Oh, you are so game.
As long as it's deep enough, it's fine. Here we go.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. That's better than I'd get.
Yeah, I wouldn't even get on it.
That's a lovely little spot. Little rocky spots to sit and get cool. Yeah, it might be a bit of a swim this afternoon or tomorrow if the cloud disappears and it gets hot. If it gets hot and the sun's out, it'll definitely be a spot to swim.